Hey, girl,
Hey,
hey.
girl. Hey.
It's the Single Mommy Hustle.
Yes.
Got your bell?
I got my bell.
Let's toast.
Did you miss me?
I missed you so much.
Yes. I miss you.
Wait a minute.
Look.
You know I missed you a whole lot, and we only got a few hours. You
I
on
know.
your way in, I'm on my way
I
out.
know. I
Well,
said that too. I was so sad when I realized the time frame because I thought it was, next week. And I was like, what?
no.
Wait a minute.
Blame Miss Omi Hankins.
No,
for this.
we don't place blame. Things
He was like,
happen. Things and the work must be done.
Like, Erica, well, I said, oh, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going. I'm enjoying myself. And so here we are at the Single Mommy Hustle once again. Big shout out to Ujima, the National Center on Violence Against Women in the Black community. Hey, Karma. Hey.
Hey, Karma.
And we are streaming live right here in Detroit. At Detroit is Different. We want to give a big shout out and a thank you to Kari Frazier and engineer Joe. Hey, Kari. Hey, Joe. So people don't know why we talking about we miss each other and all these things. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday
It's
is it?
Miss birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I was a big girl
You're a
now.
big girl now.
No.
Do you feel the 40 yet?
Like it immediately, my body just went through some weird transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was in the mirror, like, what is?
You seen this like
it was like a
radiation
metamorphosis
coming
and I was
off
like,
you?
what is happening?
Yeah.
And my teeth looked at me and said, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, he don't know.
No, he don't. I was like, something weird is happening today.
I mean, I guess I don't know. We not men. Maybe men have that light bulb moment too at different phases in their life when they're intentional about growing and paying attention to those milestones. But congratulations. Welcome to the 40/40 Club.
I am so happy, grateful, and blessed to be here. I got a lot of fussings for that.
For what?
For just not being here. Like,
And
how are you gonna leave? It's your birthday.
And that part, like that expectation.
And
we
then I
used
think,
to
just used
stick
to being
to.
together,
Yeah.
on our birthdays. I'm like, this is
It's
40.
a
I'm
whole
out.
nother year. I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm so happy for you. So where did you go?
I went to Cali to my favorite place.
Back.
I know. Because I did go back.
It's okay. I love California.
And it was awesome,
Mhm.
per usual.
Mhm.
It was awesome. And then
What did you do while you were there?
The
first stop.
What's my very first stop?
You called me in the middle of the night here, wasn't in the middle of the night there.
I know. Where was I though? I can't remember.
You and Issa was together.
Oh, because I'm not gonna tell y'all where I was at when I realized I was around the corner from the dunes. But I was in the parking lot. And I was like, guess where I'm on my way to? Because I had to brag. I was going to the dunes because I had never been to the dunes. So I went to the dunes. So that was my very first touristy thing I had did while I was there.
That's what's up. Did you take pictures?
I did not take pictures of the dunes because I didn't see the dune sign.
You didn't see the sign?
I did not see the dune sign.
Wow. It was supposed
and it was dark, and I'm blind, so
okay. I didn't go the last time I went, so I was
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was there the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then I went to the A.
You also went to the Lions game in LA.
Oh, I did do that.
Huge.
That is major for a Lions fan, I guess. I'm a Packers fan, but
we're winning. Like we're doing something.
I'm Detroit to the core, so I'm very proud of that.
Yes.
I did feel like I was at home because literally everybody that we ran into was there for the Lions game. Mm-hmm. People. I guess I just have that face that says "talk to me." So yeah.
Well,
so that was major.
That's huge. And then you said y'all went to LA. I mean Atlanta.
Yeah. And that was needed because that was my peace and my rest.
Good. Yeah. You look good.
Thanks.
So where we going now? Pinky? Which one are you? Pinky. That's what we should have been for Halloween, Pinky and the Brain.
I've been saying that for years, but you came with a Laverne and Shirley like
and Outcast.
But I don't think we could be Pinky and the Brain.
Why?
Because we both think we're see, that's now we can do it. We can do it because I just figured we would both want to be the Brain.
But really, I think Pinky was the smarter one. Did you see how she just played me, Joe?
we gonna be Pinky
I
in the brain next
do.
year.
I think Pinky probably was the smarter one. He was a little dense, but he was very, very smart. Like he had the solutions to brains frick ups, and they were very simple.
The simple things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, but anyways, off of that. So happy birthday, Jessica.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jessica. So oh yeah, your mom gave you a really nice celebration and send off
She
too.
did, very impromptu. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That
I
was
enjoyed
cool.
myself.
My
All the
daughter,
decor was handmade,
it was
handcrafted.
it was so me, right?
That is so
Because only a
special.
mother would do a whole goth
telling you.
thing for their
Yeah.
very
That was very
sweet
special to
child.
me because it was very attentive to you.
Yeah.
You know, it was about you.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people
The
don't
pants
understand that
came
meaning.
today, by the way.
Did they? The pajama pants. Praise God for the pajama pants arriving. So yeah. But today, because we haven't been here in a little bit because we've been traveling and busy and working and grinding and living,
Yeah, just
raising kids, doing
Yeah.
that mama thing.
all of that.
Because I'm doing the single mama thing. You're doing the married mama thing.
You know, I feel like that's gonna always be a part of my
I feel like that, and I feel that way too.
Because we had a whole conversation
Mhm.
about that in the car the other day. And like they snickered, like, you're not a single mama no more.
I'ma
I'ma always be a single
that.
mama.
It's because it's been me for
Because I was a
20
single
years.
mama longer than I was one married. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm always be that.
And I don't think it's a negative connotation in the
I
way that we
don't.
say it.
I don't.
You know, it's more of a grounding,
Yeah,
getting centered, remembering your roots
Yeah.
type of thing.
absolutely.
And it's empowerment because
It
most of
definitely
us
is because
we understand the hustle, we understand the grind, we get it done.
this.
Okay. Well, hello, single mamas.
Shout out to all the single mamas. Shout out to all the mamas.
All the mamas, period.
All the mamas.
In this November month. Girl, where's November going?
Listen, because I'm like,
It was just like July.
2023 came in and got on up out of here.
First, October knocked on the door and was like, hey, y'all, hey. And then
I'm out.
Yeah, it came and went with bags and snow. It left with snow.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not
Kind of
snowing
scared
now.
me. Don't even say that word.
We
Don't say
both
the
start
S word. Look, don't say the S word.
Anxiety kicking in because single mamas and snow, honey, I'll be over it. But so now we are like really wrapping up this fourth quarter
Mhm.
of 2023, and it's been a good year. I'm blessed.
Yeah, I absolutely am blessed. I was thinking that too. Like 40, you're gonna have to show out because these 30s
Mm-hmm.
did the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 40 got to be super major.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I believe it is. Let's touch and agree on that. I
touch
believe
and
it
agree,
is.
Absolutely, we're gonna touch and agree with the Cameroner. Hey, baby,
There go another single mama in the comments. Hey, Miss Bird.
what's going on? I heard you ain't doing too well out on the waters, ma'am.
Where's she at?
Where'd she go?
Oh, she just vanished. Joe, unhad her.
What? Where you going with my mama?
Right.
Hi, sissy.
Who was it,
Look
Nikki?
at you. That's my sister in New York. She's a single mama.
Hey, single mamas in New
she
York.
had
That's
a
what's up.
huge baby.
I
He's
see.
so handsome.
So let's get into our topic and welcome Imani,
Hey,
the non-mama.
the single mommy.
Huh?
Mommy. Remember, she keep doing that.
Single
Mommy.
Oh, I forgot about Evie. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like just a single.
Oh, like
Mamacita.
mommy, like
Yeah,
Mamacita.
like, yeah,
Oh,
yes.
girl, hey, welcome
You're welcome.
for life.
Look, I am nobody's grandmama. Mamacita. So our topic today is I changed for you. And I have to say it in the way that I hear it.
Okay.
I'm not wilding out like I
I
used
knew
to.
that's what I was going.
I changed for you.
I'm waiting on you to just let me know that you're about to embark on this singing career.
I have faith in me.
You've been singing.
I have faith in
A
me
lot.
and my singing abilities.
You sound amazing.
Yeah.
You sound amazing. Yeah. Hey, single mama.
Hey.
But yeah, you have been singing a lot. So, but that's how you hear it.
Mhm,
Carry on.
that's how I heard it. And so I changed for you being the topic today. It's been a lot of conversations on social media, and in pop culture. I
Mhm.
gotta tuck this thing in here. And pop culture also about relationships, healthy habits, toxic relationships. Of course, we started this podcast season with Crazy in Love,
Mhm.
and we've seen where they have become now,
Mhm.
right? How that has evolved into even more of a mess. Um, but I recently saw a post of one of our friends from high school, a guy, he posted, um, you and your partner changing y'all's ways to keep each other. That's a flex with one of these
Mhm.
emojis and a 100 sign.
Okay.
And I disagree. I totally disagree with that
Say it one more
statement.
time.
I'm sorry.
You
Somebody say
Say it
something.
one more time.
you and
Oh.
your partner changing your ways to keep each other. That's a real flex.
Um, I don't know. I heard a conversation about that. I've joined this Discord group with one of my friends I met from class.
What's a Discord group? Please elaborate.
It's a like Kick or something like it's just a streaming.
I'm not familiar with Kick.
A
That I
streaming
wasn't in
service.
that era.
Okay.
It's
It's
a
just like a
streaming-
chat.
Oh, okay.
basically, yeah. So it's
Okay.
a chat. So it's like me, her boyfriend, and a bunch of other guys in the chat or whatever. And we had a conversation similar, and I think that they feel, I think he probably worded it wrong, but what the guys were saying last week was basically like evolving. The
Mhm.
more that you learn and grow in a relationship, I'm thinking that's probably what he's saying.
I think that's a part of what should be discussed. But when I looked at the comment section, first they didn't.
So what you're disagreeing with is the comments.
No, what I'm disagreeing with is
Is
that
the
that's
statement.
a flex for someone to quote unquote change for their
another
partner.
person.
Oh, so you said four? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's where I mixed it up then, because now you said like you're doing it for someone else.
It says
So
changing your ways to keep each other.
Mhm.
To keep each other.
Mhm.
so not changing and evolving together. Just
No,
change
you.
it-
I get what
change it-
she's
change it
saying.
so
I
you
get
can-
what you saying
change
too,
it so
man.
you can we
So I
together.
can keep you.
Because I need to
Because
keep
I
you,
need- I
you
need to
like
keep
me with
you.
brown socks, so
Right.
I'm gonna wear brown socks every day.
Right.
Like that type of thing. Okay.
Well, that might not be what.
no,
he's
no,
going
no,
with it,
that,
but
that
no,
was like
yes,
a small
yes.
analogy.
And that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that was
saying.
just like a-
Like, it's a lot of different ways you can think about this thing, right? And some people who are positive people are looking at, oh well, no, they love broccoli, so I don't eat broccoli, so I'm still gonna make broccoli. Like that's a change, right? Or is that an accommodation?
yeah, I'm about to
That's
say-
an
Because
accommodation.
that was one of the things that I said in the comments was I don't know if you use the word change or to keep, properly, because I'm not changing for nobody. And don't nobody got to change for me. My thing is either we're compatible or we're not. And it takes time to get to know someone
Mhm.
to understand, one, are you toxic? If you toxic, then you're not for me. Whatever I perceive toxic to be, whatever my childhood traumas, triggers, and things of that nature that I hold, they're mine. It's
Mhm.
not your responsibility to tiptoe around them.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
if who you are is triggering for me, then we're not compatible. So I can't say you need to change.
That part. Cause stay you.
Be you.
Be you.
Please be you.
Okay. So.
Men, because we also talk about in domestic violence
Mhm.
that men can be victimized as well. This conversation, it goes both ways. This
definitely
whole
does.
conversation goes both ways. We are not accusing one or the other of being
Mhm.
toxic or abusive. We're saying unhealthy relationship dynamics versus healthy relationship dynamics. I changed for you. I've heard people say that.
I have done that in my
I
life.
have done that.
And those were the toxic relationships.
Okay.
Those were the toxic relationships. And I will say, I don't know if you can remember that time with the mister, during that dating phase. I was like, I don't want to
Oh,
commit to
you
a
was
relationship.
married 2 times.
You know which one I ain't talking
Finish
about.
your sentence.
I
Maybe
wish I would talk. What?
Okay.
Any whomever. If you can remember during that dating phase, I said I didn't want to commit to him broken.
Oh, that's good.
So I needed to heal for me so that he
Mm.
didn't have to deal with all of that other baggage
But
that was
what's he
coming from the
saying?
mother folks.
But what's he saying? If you stop cussing on Wednesdays, then maybe we could be together. It's your fault
No.
that we can't get along because you always be cussing on
No.
Wednesday.
Nope. He still take the cussing on Wednesday.
Because you like to cuss on Wednesdays.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Shut up,
He
girl.
just shake his head like, yeah, she cuss on Wednesday.
I don't
Don't
even
even pay me no
He
attention.
turned his ears
He
off. He
Turn
literally
the
deep.
TV up like
I don't even
I
hear
hear
him.
you.
No, he be like, what?
Okay.
But that part, right? But so earlier today, me and you didn't have a chance to talk about this at all.
No, this is like so everybody
Super
know
raw.
this is the very first time that we have had a podcast that we did not discuss it first.
So, and we'll chime in with some of the comments in the chat because I see them coming, but I don't want to distract from our train of thought because when you just said in your dating phase, I have 2 children's fathers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, you got that too, Donna.
Hey. And I have been loved by quite a few men. They have asked to marry me, you know, and at a very early age, I repeatedly said no because of that same statement that you said. I didn't. It wasn't that I did. Well, that was a part of it. I didn't want to commit to that person and a relationship because that's 2 separate things. I didn't want to commit to that person and commit to building a relationship and growing with someone because I didn't see it as me being able to grow. For 2 things. One, I didn't feel like I was good enough. And I had that revelation later, like maybe 2 years ago with one of my first loves who proposed to me. Right? Was ready to flew me out and did me anyway. But I was so afraid that I was not good enough because of all of my trauma and my baggage and my current circumstance and his circumstance wasn't like mine. He wasn't raised like that. He didn't have those experiences that I had. And I was like, oh my God, like I can want to come and muddy up this good situation. I don't even know how to exist in this good situation. It was terrifying for me. And then the other part was, I don't even know what this means. My parents were married. I saw a 2-parent household, people being married, and it wasn't always functional and it wasn't always healthy. So I didn't even know what that really meant, and it was terrifying for me. But being proposed to multiple times by different people at different phases, as they say, I've lived several lives in these 40 years. Every phase of my healing journey and acknowledging myself and my own problems and doing the work.
Right.
Because that you got to be doing the work to get better. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I see I'm fricked up right here. You know, you have to want to change for you. Right. And it doesn't mean that I didn't love none of them. I still love y'all. What? Y'all my baby. Y'all my sweet thing. You know who you are. But in different area codes. So
She got whoa. Girl, I got a mama. I don't know how many mamas I got watching.
That part, but and y'all mamas. I love your mama too. Except for one. But but I was in oh Jesus. I was in a relationship with one person who I do have a child with. And after the breakup, because we realized in our relationship we were not compatible. Somebody was immature, somebody was too mature. Somebody had lived experience, somebody didn't have lived experience. Somebody had a whole lot of trauma and baggage that they didn't want to deal with. Somebody was working through their trauma and baggage. And at the end of that relationship, maybe after a year or so after, I was told that they felt like they were being dragged.
Wow.
In the relationship. Not that they didn't want to go. They wanted to go, but they felt like
they weren't ready.
You like light years ahead of me. Like you running this marathon with no sweat, and I'm just running behind you. Like kind of hold on.
You know, that's major for a person to acknowledge that and to, you know, humbly just let go because I don't want to hold you back because I'm not ready for that. Even though that is everything that I want, I'm just not ready for
I
it.
can't get up there with you.
Yep. I ain't.
Because you going, and then as the trail, because the way he gave the
Listen.
analogy was like a marathon.
Listen.
And that trail curves and bends. And once you get to a certain corner, I can't see you necessarily. And I'm steady running, trying to catch up. And he was like, I just feel like you took off running. And he's very athletic. He said, now I can go in the gym and lift so much weight, and you can't.
Yep.
And you'll be struggling trying to do what I can do. He was like, but I wouldn't dare do that to you. I would pull back to, and that's not reducing yourself. That's not settling. Some of the accommodations have to be made, so we can live together. He was like, but you taking off, and then you looking back at me saying, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up. Change.
No, personally, I feel like that comes off as nagging.
Oh, okay.
I do personally feel like that comes off as nagging, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I do it
today.
I do it, and I have to catch myself.
The color
and
purple coming
apologize.
out, Monte's.
No, I have to catch, and it's not like like that, but I have to catch myself, and like, cause I think my sissy said it in the
Which one, Nikki?
Yeah, Nikki said something about compromise. Like, it's a compromise, and you just said it. Like, we've lived different lives. We, have different experiences, and sometimes I'm like, I forget. Like, oh wait, don't, that might sound kind of effed up, like, and I have to apologize. It's like, and I be saying, like, am I nagging? Like, if I'm nagging, you tell me shut the fuck up if you want to, and he ain't gonna do that.
Monte's, you blessed, girl. Monte's one of
I
the
am
sweetest
blessed
people in the world.
I am blessed.
Where did he come from, other than across the street? Darcel Bird.
Across the street. Remember that was his name for a long time. We were all calling him across the street.
It's y'all fault.
Oh, I'm so happy I met Darcel Bird.
What'd you say, Mom?
I said it's y'all fault that I'm dealing with some of the similar things. Like, I be kind of cutting into these dudes a little bit, and they be like,
you gotta let them know
you on my head, and I be like, I'm just talking like, what? Like,
hey, Big C.
But
no, that's the reason why. That's that lady right there.
Now look, don't blame us, blame her.
That's the root of the tree. What you talking about?
But no, so yeah, I have to catch myself, because girl, that's moons from what you used to dealing with. Like, moon.
Wow. Growth. Evolution. One of the words somebody just said, evolved.
And sometimes that trauma, like, hey,
come back, like
it will. It'll creep back up. You're like, wait a minute. You're not living that life no more. That's not your circumstances anymore.
As Auntie Jackie used to say, God rest her soul. Everybody got to unpack their own shit.
They definitely do.
Them your bags.
Definitely do.
Them your bags.
Yep.
You can't project your things onto me.
No, you can't project your shit onto nobody else.
Damn.
You can't.
Girl.
Years ago when I was in therapy, I was
therapy is good, guys.
It is.
Shout out to therapy.
But
therapists and counselors.
I was wondering, like, why always, pick the same kind of toxic person? Like, why am I so comfortable in that space? And it's your trauma. Like, it's you did what you needed to do to survive.
Yeah.
So you became complacent in that toxicity. So that's now your comfort space. So that was my epiphany. I had 5, 6, about 7 years ago, when I'm like, I can't do that.
I think this thing is real, real, real deep when we start talking about childhood trauma too.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was listening to Jeezy's interview with Nia Long, and I feel like that needs to be a whole separate podcast.
That does, because when you had, because I did not finish it, but when I was listening to just that beginning portion, I was like, dog, this thing.
Because she asked him a question about his mom, specific. When he said his brother died, she said, what do you think that did to your mom? And he went back to himself and said, me and my mom had a toxic relationship. Yep. We ain't talking about you and your mama relationship. She asked, what do you think that trauma did to your mom of losing a child, a son? Okay. And he said, well, we had a toxic relationship. And so that made me start swirling in my brain. And I don't want to get too far off. I changed for you, but I think it kind of goes into it because it's learned behaviors as children that we grow up with, and not just learn behaviors, but you're conditioned to interpretation. So if you feel that your parent is constantly saying change, I don't like that, change, I
Yep.
don't like that, change, I don't like that, then you start being hyper sensitive to other people's things and say, I don't like that, change that,
Yep.
change that, change that,
Yep.
because that's that learned behavior of analyzing things. But I'm saying a whole lot real fast. But an immature, undeveloped mind, right? Because he said he left home at 13. We know your frontal cortex isn't fully developed until after 21, 22 years old. So if that's the trauma that you're experiencing and those emotions that you're experiencing, and you don't have an outlet, and this is just what I grew up in, or whatever the case, now I'm an adult and I've never healed that.
Never. Yep.
I've never healed that. Now in a relationship, Jessica, I don't like it when you wear your hair up in that ponytail. I just think you'd be prettier without your glasses. Every time you come in the house after work and you just don't take your shoes off, it's a problem for me. You want me to change and change and change and change. But if you were mature and could understand that your parent was building you, growing you, cultivating you, helping you get to a more sustainable level in love, and not criticism, not hurt and harm or shame. And our parents were raised real different than how we are raising our kids. So it wasn't a whole lot of communication back and forth. It was just, I'm telling you this, you do,
you gonna do it
today, right now. I don't even have the language to articulate the why.
I don't owe you a why.
And
That was us. I don't owe you a why. You gonna do it because I said so.
Because I know better.
Right.
You
You
ain't
don't
never
know
even
nothing.
talked.
You ain't had
You
no
don't know nothing.
experiences. You don't even know nothing. And I'm all you know. So you're gonna do what I tell you to do. So yeah.
So, but you learn that, right? And you interpret that in an unhealthy way.
Right.
Now you adult, unhealed,
have an epiphany moment,
and got mommy issues and got daddy issues. And we're talking about men and women. Got mommy issues and got daddy issues, and you want your partner to be all of those things and the best version that you came up in your mind
of what you wanted. Yep, that it was supposed to be for you. Absolutely.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, but you know what? That's people's reality for sure. That is.
It is.
Yeah.
Amen, Sister J. Sister Juicy. It's deep though.
Wait a minute, people are. No one said anything.
They might. We just be taking. It be taking. So long
we are definitely not excluding anybody.
No, we not. But that made me think about so many different traumas in the Black community all together, and why somebody and we love the person who made that status. Like, that's a friend. We ain't bashing this guy at all.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Jessica was like, but I'm a fan. Me too. Like, this person who made that status didn't mean no harm. We understand the intention in what he said. But I think statuses like that, and I've seen a lot of abusive ones though. It's been crazy. I seen somebody asking a question about the difference between disciplining your girlfriend and your pet or your child. What's the difference?
That's not
in relation to Keke Palmer. I was like,
okay,
what?
I'm so out of the loop with
honey,
how my life has been. I did see somebody make mention to something that transpired between Keke Palmer and her child's father. I'm out of the loop. I don't know.
I should have sent you that link. Well, I'll just keep it real short in 2.5 seconds. For years, she's endured domestic violence and abuse, verbal, physical, emotional, psychological. She's the breadwinner, so it's not financial. But she's endured that abuse
at the hands of the guy that
the baby daddy.
About the
And when he made that rant and that foolishness, nobody saw it. The whole community, our community, was like, oh, he's about y'all tripping, y'all foolish, y'all playing the wrong game. So that was a precursor. That was a public indication. Because see, when they get real comfortable in being abusive, they don't care where they do it at, what it look like. I'm standing in my truth in this abusive nature, right? So she was like, nah, I'm going out. You know, I'm going to keep living my life. I'm young. I'm somebody's mama. Yes, I am. But I can still have a life. I'm not your wife. If I was your wife, you still don't own me. Came out recently that this man, because now they've broken up.
Okay.
Still trying to co-parent. He came basically, and a lot of us have been here. I just want my son. Give me my son.
Mm.
Son not here, leave. They steady talking throughout the day. She showed him a picture of herself in a swimsuit on the beach, showing off that she lost her baby weight that she
Mhm.
gained. He said, "Oh, you got these pictures. You trying to entice other people, blah blah blah." Trying to snatch her phone. Got into a tug of war. Ring camera catches the whole fight and
Wow.
strangulation.
Wow.
Yes, and strangulation. For me as an advocate, the part that really upset me outside of the abuse and the history of abuse was that she had to take snippets from her Ring camera to attach to her PPO
Mm.
request to justify and prove the domestic violence. Why do Black women always have to?
Gotta go over and beyond.
Gotta go
and
over
prove.
to be believed. To be believed. You know, it's not impossible that this is happening, but I had to show you this incident ring,
Mhm.
steel shots, and others. She showed past ones also with him dragging her down her stairs.
But what's crazy is you
Mm.
can bring those snippets and still not be believed. We were talking about this
And
and
still not get the PPO granted.
like literally, like we were talking about that in the chat too. And one of the dudes was like, "Well, it's blurry. I don't know what's going on here."
Oh wow.
I said, "Did you read it? What is the context of the photo attached to the the article or whatever?" I mean, that could be anything. We don't know. I'm not gonna say. I just need for it to be plain Jane clear
She
or
told
whatever.
you what it was.
I said it said like that, and that was the whole argument too. And like he was one of those guys who he stands firm on the disbelief almost, like the false accusations. Don't like falsely accuse. Cause then he brought up like I don't want to switch topics, but he brought up what is this man name? Tyson. Tyson just got another accuser who came out 30 years later, but now she's asking for 5 million or whatever. And so he tried to make that a correlation, like we never know, like all of this evidence you could still pop out and he could have just been like tussling with her or whatever. I said, so you just said exactly what it was then. It was a tussle. It was a, like
it was an altercation.
you know, like so
it was
he,
a physical
he
encounter that
couldn't
she
even
did not
really
want.
justify it. But again, all of this evidence and it's still being disbelieved. Let that man go. What is y'all talking like? It's just so much. Even like when we go back to like Tory Lanez and Megan, if y'all watch all these things and all of this, like the documentation, like Megan won that case because of facts. Like literally, only thing that he could bring up was what you wear, how you present yourself. There was no facts on Tory's part
at all.
There were no facts. Like again, so I brought all of these receipts and still being disbelieved. Like
being disbelieved and talked about and dogged out. And I just got to chill when you said that because I listened to the lyrics. You and Serena told me to listen to the lyrics of Cobra.
Yeah.
And I just want to hug Meg. When I looked at her age, she's not even 30.
She's 28, 27.
She's not even 30 years old. And to be in this type of limelight so fast overnight, you don't have neither one of your parents, your grandma, and then to be abused and for that to be in the forefront for a whole year or so, and to be dogged out like that. The lyrics in Cobra, she was like, I'm depressed. I'm having anxiety attacks and I'm canceling, appearances. And I'm like, somebody need to go hug her.
And she said that too. Was you watching or was you there? Like,
right.
And for the people who was there who just watched, that's what hurt the worst, is what she said. I was like, come through, Meg. You preaching. Like you really preaching. It's so unfortunate. But all these things that we're mentioning all go in together in some way. When we talked about I changed for you. I changed for you.
So
when you first read the title, what you think we was talking about?
Exactly that. Like I changed for you. My mind went to my own personal experiences, of course. Like I changed for you. I started doing all these things that you said that I didn't do, that you wanted me to do. That was the reason you was running from pillar to post and doing what you was doing. And I started doing all those things. And when I expressed
losing you,
when I you know what, and that my mind went there. It was never a loss of me because I started this whole process at the very ripe age of 17.
Okay.
Of making these changes for a person. So do we say that shaped me? Because
it changed you for sure.
I feel
it definitely changed me because I was 17. So I started making all these changes for this person. And ultimately, we see where that got me. right?
But that's why I say you lose a piece of you.
No, no,
When
no.
you change for someone else, you are losing a piece of you. And if
That-
it's continue, if you're because see, I was dealing with somebody, the same person that said I was dragging them.
Mhm.
They're not a healthy person at all. Like
No.
it's not say, let's not frame it
No.
that way.
Well, in my instance, I feel like that completely changed the whole course of where my life would have went had I
Yeah.
a person.
Feel that.
Because this particular person was trying to, I remember having an epiphany moment, looked that person dead in the face and said, something inside of you wants to detrimentally change something inside of me.
Mhm.
And I looked him dead in the face and said, and it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
it
it's
ain't
like
gonna
Danielle,
happen.
you like
It was a
you
fear for
deliberately
me.
are dimming my light.
Yeah, you want
you
to
deliberately
silence
doing
me.
it.
You want to dim my light.
Mhm.
You want to really
Yeah.
like kill. So it felt like a threat. Like I was afraid. And Jay-Z said, use one of my favorite quotes. Once a good girl's gone, then she's gone
Gone
forever.
forever.
And I had already made up my mind at 21 after my sexual assault. I looked in the mirror and said, I can't be that because whatever gone forever means,
Mhm.
living right here in Detroit,
Mhm.
I didn't see her on the corner that's gone
Gone.
forever.
Gone.
As the Bible says, is now a reprobate mind. You lost, you
Mhm.
stuck, you cannot get out. You're going to continuously do over and over and
Mhm.
over and over again. And nothing productive or progressive is coming from being in that mind state.
Mhm.
So I was so afraid in 21 of Jay-Z's quote being gone forever
Right.
that I dug into healing myself. And that was a part of me moving with just this one here and 2
Mhm.
suitcases. And whatever my Wayne State refund check was, holding on to is got to be more light.
Yeah.
Because the person I was dating at the time of my sexual assault, I was losing me.
Mhm.
I was changing for them, even though they never verbally said, dress this way, be in this location, or go here, or don't go there. It was insinuated. It was just a natural thing.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say. It's like insinuated because it was just
Mhm.
shoot. It one day I just woke up and was looking poor every day. Just
You damn sure was. You was.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because it's just
I'm glad you know, sis.
no. I'm not you on that. I'm not high fiving you on that. I was very vulnerable.
But
with that. I was very
no, yeah,
sharing that.
But
Now
no, yeah,
we gotta
you
bring a
were.
little laughter and
But
but
because you survived.
You look, you
Most
made it
definitely.
through.
But like you said, like sometimes it still plays a part in now. Like now, I'm almost like questioning it. Like the guy I'm talking to now, it's like I had asked him, or I was talking to him after I got done getting my lashes and my nails done. And I asked him, "How do you feel about lashes? How do you feel about nails?" And I feel like I shouldn't even have to ask that because
No, you
I like
shouldn't.
it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the
Right,
crazy part.
it-
But it's
Mhm.
it almost was so like second nature now
Mhm.
because like the last person that I was with, why you want to get your nails done? Why you getting your lashes done? You don't need that. Take it off. Like it'd be stuff like that.
You
So
was paying for it, huh?
me.
And it don't
That's
matter.
why he was
But
asking.
it
No,
don't
that's
matter.
why he was asking because he can afford it.
He can't
can
afford
to
it,
do
number
for
one.
you.
But it don't matter who paying for it. Because if you pay for it and this is what I like, thank you. You supposed to make sure what that man says still back on the color purple. I just buy the things that she likes. Okay. I'm just here to love her.
She said what she doing, and I'm driving or something like that. I
You
just
better
get in the
know why
car and
you
go.
here.
I just get in the car.
I'm just here to love her and buy the things that she like. Look, so it don't matter, but I'm happy that those things, those internal things, those internal checks happen because even at 40, and I'm dating, Jessica's not, I'm still dating. I find myself saying the same thing too. You know, when dating someone, like, wait a minute, I don't like that. Or I like this, and I'm going to actively like this because that's who I am. Take it or leave it. It's not a toxic thing. I'm not doing anything intentional to hurt you. My lashes don't bother you.
Right.
Um, my twin, my male twin.
Mommy said, never decrease yourself so others can feel and increase.
Amen.
That's
Thank
in
you,
and out
Sister
of
Gregory.
relationships too, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Gregory. Bring her up to the front of the congregation.
Oh, look, Tasha done chimed in.
Tasha done
Yeah.
chimed in a few
Yeah.
times, I think.
Tosh.
Yeah. And we was talking about when we were talking about Meg and them. She
Mhm.
posted that.
That's
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Most
they don't
definitely
believe us.
to the killers.
Yeah.
Um,
But no, my twin, my male twin, we were having a conversation about this topic.
Mhm.
And he was like, I never understood why men get upset when they girlfriend or partner or whatever you call that person, your person. He said, I never understood why people get mad when that girl go out. He said, I like my woman to get dressed and fine.
And you know what's
I
crazy?
like to know men be still wanting her and attracted to her. He said, I'm not worried about her cheating or going nowhere and nothing like that.
Well,
He
see,
said,
that's
"Don't
what it
bother."
is. Because I'm gonna say, like, while I'm dating, and I'm only 22, about to be 23.
Amen.
I'm dating or whatever, and I'm hearing that too. Like, why wouldn't you want to get cute? Like, they be looking at me crazy when I do ask, like, what you mean? Or then they'll be like, who that's for? But they be joking. I'm like, for me. Like now it's for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like a routine, you know, like, but it's just interesting.
It's very
That was my
interesting.
No.
It's very interesting. And I mean,
Y'all call me on an off day. I ain't hit my roots, but
No, you still
you
beautiful.
still good,
You
girl.
still beautiful.
Brown skin. You know I love your brown
She about to hit us with it. Don't worry about it.
I
She
can't
about to
tell.
hit us with it. She
I'm
about to
just saying,
become
I
a
love my
singer.
little dark chocolate brown babies.
You better.
Oh, I love them.
okay.
You don't got a lot of them. What you got? Demir and Kendall.
They're like caramels.
Don't
over there.
forget.
Demir, baby.
Oh no, Demir is chocolate.
That's a chocolate drop.
Don't forget the newest one.
Who?
Oh no, she
Oh,
most definitely
the
mocha.
Lion
She
Queen.
is mocha.
Mocha.
No.
She's like a
That
coffee.
smile she gave me today when she saw me. I'll never forget that one. Look at this one to my me too.
The baby Lion Queen. I love her. Hey, Samaj. She belongs to me.
Yeah. It's interesting that I'm in this chat though with a bunch of
Abusers.
Clearly.
basically a bunch of dudes, but it's crazy because not all of them like agree. But I've noticed even in the conversations, like I had to ask Umi before I left the last meeting or whatever. I had to ask her a couple questions because I'm like, I wish I had this to whip it out on the table
Right.
with the stats or whatever, because she broke it down a way that I couldn't. And now it's like if I bring it up, it's like that was yesterday's
It's gonna come
conversation.
back up again, though.
You know, and it is because it came up multiple times already, and that's the craziest part. I don't forgot. I don't went on my tangent and forgot where I was going. But
your nails are cute. I like that color.
thank you.
What is that? Burgundy or
Oh,
plum?
It is a brown
like
actually.
a brown
Is
and a
it? I
nude.
like it.
Yeah, I forgot where I was going.
Well,
But
thank
it's
God for Umi.
okay.
Thank God
Yeah.
for the Umis in my life with
Yeah, it's
the
okay.
good stats. So yeah, but I changed for you. What time is it?
8:50.
So, but the lyrics to Jaheim and Keisha Cole, it's kind of good, but it's kind of toxic at the same time.
Cause
It's one thing to say I'm not wilding out like I used to, right? I'm not.
right.
I don't
I'm
do
not-
the same things that I
don't
used to
do
do
the things
no
I used
more.
to. No more.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so
But even the dudes be feeling like that too. Like,
They
oh my
do.
God, I changed for you. I used to be out here doing whatever. I could still be doing that to you. And it'd be like,
Dad, go do it.
okay. Like,
But you know something else that come to mind when we talk about that. People love to play house.
basically.
Yeah.
Sound like my
I
dad.
don't.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't.
you ain't playing that.
I don't play
But
them
my
games
thing
at
is,
all.
like, did you like under what circumstances did you meet that person? Were you attracted to that person when they was out there wilding out? Is that what you was attracted
And
to?
that's another thing too. A certain type. Are you attracted to a certain type of toxicity because that's what
And
you
did you
know?
lose me because you stopped wilding out and doing the things you
But you know, it
used to
also
do?
questions me too when it go to the dudes that are like out in the streets and stuff. And then now you got this girlfriend who is doing healthy habits and you changed.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessarily for her, or are you trying to keep up? Like you said, like, are you trying to keep up because you feel like these are healthy habits?
You
that
were
you want to
changing for
acquire?
you.
Like, you know,
and that's what I'm trying to get to.
but
But
they
my
feelings
thing
get, but they feelings get hurt, and it's like, no, I did all this for you, and it's like,
No,
And
how?
that's an immature thinking.
that's what that is because my whole thing, and I'm a big advocate for that. Don't make no changes for me. I don't even gotta look into the camera and say that to him. Like I said that like in the very beginning. Don't make no changes for me. You gotta make any changes in your life, you gotta do it for you
Mhm.
because you'll appreciate it much better. And that's when it's sincere. When you make them changes for yourself,
And that's
then
when
it's sincere.
meaningful.
Don't do it for me. So, like you said,
'Cause-
now you throwing it up in my face for
'cause
some
guess what?
craziness.
Too, like they whip it on the table, like, yeah,
No, you did it for yourself and it benefited you.
until I start living here. Like, okay,
Now it's
You
cool
should
if I
take the
catch the
trash out,
second
like-
hand benefit of you
But
making those necessary shit be necessary. You need to, some of these
You need a
people out
bank
here-
account.
Yeah.
Brokey.
Ooh,
You need a bank.
we need to take the money from under the mattress.
We need to stop using Cash App.
Like
it wasn't working.
you need like
Scammer
But you
vibes.
didn't do that
Brr,
for
brr,
me.
brr,
You know,
brr.
you did that for you. Some people just gotta.
You gotta know how to vacuum, bro, my baby. You gotta know. You gotta wash your ankles, my baby. Your mama didn't teach you that. And I ain't your mama.
I'm about to say, but
And
then
I'm
they
not
call it-
washing your ankles.
I wash your ankles,
I-
baby. If I come in house, you need your ankles washed. I wash your ankles.
You better always have some clean ankles. Because I'm gonna talk about you, dog. Like a mug, okay? You see, I was on them toes the other day.
I'll put some shea butter on them, everything.
Look, I changed for
Because
you.
I ain't never did that for nobody.
Now it's one person. Remember, I called you like, I put some lotion on that man's feet. Remember that? I was like,
That's a different type of love. I ain't
That-
touching nobody.
that's a change
For
for me,
I barely touch
baby.
my own.
I can't
The
stand.
trees
I can't stand Monty P. Ashy. Monty P.
My feet off.
I
I don't have nothing to say about it. It take at
Erica
least,
Child.
it take at least to
My
talk
feet
about
not
me.
ashy, man.
That's where I get it from. Shoot, I be walking out too, like, I don't care. Say something.
Say something. I mean, I took a shower today.
I bathed.
I based. But you know, it's certain things like it's an accommodation, it's an act of love, it's an act of kindness, you know, when you learn your partner's love language. But I don't want to get off of this playing house thing because some of these guys, and I'm a woman that's
They are
only dates
hobosexuals.
guys.
That's what I've been dealing with.
Amen.
They need somewhere to live.
Hobosexuals. You need a bed.
They need a bed,
You need
a
a bed.
toilet,
Literally.
groceries.
Man, and the craziest part is they try to like frame it like, oh my goodness, I care about you. I brought you a little eggs. I saw you didn't have no eggs. Why you in my fridge?
Why you touching my stuff?
Why you how did you know that? I didn't know.
Everything in here is mine. Wait a minute.
You ain't never touched my drawer. Like one dude he came over, he started touching my desk drawer. I said, why you
Oh,
in
it was
there?
time for him to go home.
Oh no, you a thief, my baby.
Like what
Yeah,
you doing?
Still.
I was
mama
looking-
ain't
I was
never
looking for a
touched you.
pen. What you
You
need a
don't
pen
touch
for?
things that don't belong to you.
Like,
That
bro,
ain't even my pen drawer. What?
Like,
What
what
are
are
you
you
home?
doing?
You got
You ain't
pens at
never-
home.
we ain't never did that now.
Don't get that.
I ain't never needed a pen at your house. What you need to write down? A list of things you coming back to steal?
Look, we're going to Frank say, Google. Google, stop my grocery list. Siri, stop the grocery list. You don't need no pens and all that. But wait a minute, let me show you something else. I found out my phone do. Bam.
You ain't just found that out.
I did. I didn't know.
Watch it about grannies.
I truly didn't know. It was something. It was rubbing.
She gonna be well prepared when you do give her one.
Too.
When whichever one of y'all gonna give her one, it's gonna be Miley.
Yeah, Miley. So, but yeah, this whole fake marriage thing, I don't practice. I don't practice marriage at all.
Like,
Like,
I don't even like people coming over for real.
yeah, I need investments. I need solid investments before we start
Mhm.
talking about. I take the trash out on Tuesdays. This now, why you ain't entitled to nothing up in here? Like,
They don't want the man to
I'm
take the
good.
trash out though.
I
Does
appreciate.
he get too comfortable when he starts taking the trash out?
I almost lost my damn mind. This man went in my house and started trying to like throw trash away and
I
straighten
remember.
up. Yeah, like, bro, this is my house. You live down there. You can do that over there. Cause I don't want you taking no stakes, no claims, no entitlements
So
to
then you get
here.
comfortable. And then
Mhm.
again, what's that throw it back in your face? I just took your trash out last week.
Mhm.
Okay.
Your
Yeah.
trash was crawling up the wall and I took it out. Miley was all Miley was hiding in the trash. You ain't even know it.
My business. My dog.
Don't worry about my dog.
She always in the trash. I know.
Cause you're visiting.
Yeah, go home.
And then so then well, he pay bills. He shouldn't be. Like, what type of partnership is levels to this thing?
I'm here to let women know I am not one of those people.
But
I don't believe that should be a part of dating.
I don't think that's a part of dating.
I don't. I don't need.
That's what
you
I'm
to
saying. I'm not saying
pay.
if that level of partnership you get to that point, but you're gonna have to move me up out of where I stay right now. Like, for us to establish together. I'm not saying things don't evolve and it may be more beneficial because I have had those conversations where it may be more beneficial to be at my house because it's bigger versus your house. But I'm also willing to come be at your house until we can get bigger if we need bigger. But all this weird stuff, all this entitlement, No, you ain't got to change for me, baby.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I started freaking out. This one dude came, sat on my couch, and took the socks off.
Ooh,
No,
rubbing his feet together. He was asking, he was making that
no.
noise.
I said, "You can go home."
You got
Ooh,
you
he
got to
left.
go
I
home.
said
I
on
said
your
it so quick, and
floor.
he was so mad too. Like, what? And I'm
His
like,
feet
no,
stink?
yes.
I wouldn't care if they
So
was
his
clean.
feet stunk,
His
and
feet
he
stunk,
still had
and
the
it was
ashy.
just so quick too. Like it was just like, yep, got the Chipotle on the table, and just was like comfortable. And I was like, I'm not even hungry no more. Like,
Ugh.
like, yeah.
You cannot do that. I remember, no, that has happened to me before too. And I said, hold on, bro. Everybody walk around here barefoot, name on the lease, and pay bills.
Oh, you look down and seen toes.
You can't do that over here. You can't do that. I had cousins do like you can't. You're not allowed to do that, bro.
I be over y'all house wiggling my toes in the carpet.
You ain't been back.
Y'all beds.
When
Gonna
we-
lay all y'all beds, wiggle my toes in the sheets like this.
when we not home, you little weirdo.
And Will, where y'all there? Why y'all laying there? Where y'all not home? All of the above. But no, yeah, it's got to be levels to this. We definitely got to do a part 2. We always say we're gonna come back to something. We got to
Mhm.
start coming
Don't need to
back.
come back.
Yeah, we got to start coming back.
Gaslighting and manipulation with the I changed for you. I don't want to leave before we touch on that. And then we just do a quick round robin on SMH and fill your cup. But some people need to be aware that gaslighting and manipulation is a part of those requests for changes.
Mhm.
Some narcissistic behaviors constantly demand that you change to cater to that person.
Mhm.
And we cannot forget that part. So we'll just post some information about that and let people chew on that on their own.
Mhm.
But that was in my notes. I just happened to look back down. And trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Oh, I did really hope we touched on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta come back
Yeah,
to
we gotta
this.
circle back.
Yeah.
We gotta come back to this.
Trauma bonds are most definitely high in like my age group for sure. Like this is just who I've been with since like middle school. So it is what it is. Like it's my rider now.
Really unfun fact. I thought the greatest love I would ever find in my life, it was based on a trauma bond.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
That's very real.
Yep.
And then the heartbreak when you recognize this wasn't built on nothing.
This
It
one,
wasn't
no.
nothing. Especially
Nope.
now that you're
This
out
is
of it.
built. This built on. Yep. That. This
That-
built on
like,
something not
that's-
healed from.
Yeah, that's some scary. That's
Yep.
a very scary moment
Yep.
for self when you be like, "Oh my god!"
Mm-hmm.
And then you start like it. You can get to a very scary place and almost in depression because you like, "Well, who am I?"
Basically.
That I was existing in this
Yep.
place. I remember real quick, Sister Sharon Rose used to tell this story analogy about a little girl playing outside, and her mom had got her all dressed up in a very beautiful dress and
And she was
ribbons
in
to
the mud.
match. And her mom was watching from the window, just enjoying watching her daughter play and be beautiful. You know, the sun bouncing off of her and the ribbons in her hair, just all immaculate. And she fell in a puddle of mud. And her mom started to go out and grab her, but she stopped. She said, "I'm going to just watch her." And her daughter sat there and cried and looked around and saw the mud on her dress. And then she started playing in the mud. Then not only was she playing in the mud, she started rubbing it all over herself and getting comfortable in the mud and having a good time, making mud pies in the mud. You know, her ribbons is now her hair messed up. Every part of her is just dirty now. And she was comfortable. And that's when her mama went out there and grabbed her and reprimanded her. You know, we used to get in whoopings in the Black community. She got a whooping. And her mom said, "I'm not whooping you because you fell in the mud. That was a mistake. I'm not whooping you because you played in it. You know, everybody play in the rain sometimes, but I'm whooping you because once you fell down, you did not try to get back up. You stayed there and you got comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And you made this a place for you to be comfortable." And so we have to be cognizant of that analogy in life. You playing in the mud. When you start changing for people, you are really playing at the lowest level because you're not standing up and saying, "No, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Take me for who I am, flaws and all. Take the time to get to know me." And it's okay to disagree, and it's okay to say we are not compatible. I'll find someone else.
Yep.
I'll be alone until further notice. I'll do my own self work because, in retrospect, I'm not going to beat myself up about who I was in that past relationship. If I didn't like who I was in that relationship or a thing about me in that past, I got to make sure that I'm thinking clearly and in a healthy way when I'm analyzing myself, because we can beat ourselves up and we don't deserve it.
You better say it.
Especially when you have been abused in your past. Those things creep up. Like Imani was just sharing about eyelashes. You know, those things creep up. So you got to do a healthy self-check. You know what I'm saying? But then if I think that I need to learn to articulate my words a little better. because
guess what?
I didn't enunciate well in that last relationship, and I don't think that I was heard. I did not I did not express myself
You too.
to the extent that I should have expressed myself.
Erica fly on the wall in my house.
Let me learn a new language.
That's how I feel.
Because I got to articulate these things on your level.
This comment section is funny right now too. And this comment section, because I love it. And I love my loved ones. I love it and I love my loved ones. Because the comment section is aware that I know in my last relationship, girl, you know, you was real mad disrespectful.
Okay.
You know it.
Okay.
You know, but it was a trauma bond.
Mm-hmm.
And
ain't no rules.
That's
in the trauma
was
bond.
getting down.
Ain't no
that was our norm. You know,
ain't no referees, ain't no nothing in the trauma bond. So yeah, but anyways,
so we're gonna wrap this thing up and we gotta come back to this here thing.
We have to. And so we waiting on Umi's schedule to open up.
Yeah, she said she let me know again today that she just got to look at it.
Yeah,
she going to Ghana, she going to Atlanta, she is booked and busy.
Yeah.
She said it ain't no room for me in her suitcase because I asked you to ask her.
I'm just about to try to
you know she a little lady, so her luggage is little.
I got a suitcase. You think maybe both of us can fold up in it?
Dog, I'm just about to,
I got a big one now.
I'm about to tell them
the prices was astronomical though.
Put Umi in a carrier, make her
our
baby.
We gonna be
put her in a stroller. Put her in a stroller.
She gonna whoop us.
Yeah, she gonna whoop us. But no, SMH moment, one thing, and you've been quite a few places, quite a few things this week, Jay.
Oh yes, it's been a busy week. I've been belated.
It's still her birthday.
Belated.
It's still July. I mean, it's still November.
so quick.
But
hey,
this was 6 months ago. Let it go.
This lady be throwing.
I ain't gonna lie though, cause I'm already
sun and your moon. You must be a Scorpio on the rising or something.
Bump that. I'm already ready for February. November
Taylor,
over.
SMH moment, please.
My SMH moment. My SMH moment. Because y'all know my T think he the best driver in the world, right?
Oh my God.
He think he Mario Andretti or somebody, right?
He is.
Oh, okay, he is. Because y'all are just like fans, right? He wasn't effing with him in LA though.
Now you had to put him on spot like that.
Dog was driving Miss Daisy in LA. He was cautious. Blinkers on. Hands had to see in it too.
I'm trying to get over it. He's speeding on it.
He was like,
He was putting his hand out the window too.
That was my SMH moment because I thought my husband was an immaculate driver too.
How you feeling your cup this week?
Girl, still celebrate my birthday.
Amen.
Money.
SMH moment.
I haven't had too many bad SMH moments. Oh no,
bad.
Yeah.
Bad. What?
Oh well, like a
SMH moment is something that makes you shake your head, whether you laugh, smile, cry.
Okay, so I had an SMH moment today. I got some flowers today.
Oh,
My pickle. I'll call him my pickle because his name is Dylan. So
That's cute.
yes, that made me shake my head because I was like, "Why did you do that?" And he was like, "You want me to take him back?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, you got to take him back." But he was like, "But I thought about you," so I was like, "Okay, thank you."
amen.
I was like,
Can I tell you something? Stop acting like your auntie, please.
And stop acting like you don't deserve.
That's why I'm saying stop acting like your auntie.
Yeah, but it made
So
me.
when somebody do something nice for you,
You
stop
deserve it.
questioning
Just say thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know, because he like going through some stuff right now, lost his granddad. So I'm like,
Well, shout out to you.
it just made me shake my head like,
Send in love.
All right, Bill Pickle.
why did you do that? The way that I'm filling my cup this upcoming week is I am going to Montgomery. So
Amen. We about to twerk in the country.
I'm ready for the food.
Was that your exclamation moment?
That's another one. Yes.
Your mama talking about twerking in the country.
Shake my head.
L.
Because L hasn't said anything.
When is your birthday?
This week.
Oh.
That's why when she said November over, no, it's not.
No, it ain't. Because one thing in November, baby, gonna do is
It is
November.
literally in the last week. It's February already.
One thing in November, baby, gonna do is do it.
I guess. End of the year.
SMH moment, L.
Atlanta tried to kidnap us, but we home. So
You
yay
made
us.
it. She came home. You went there. You came home. I'm on my way.
What?
Literally. She came home. You went like the day after she got home to Detroit. Now you're home and I'm going tomorrow.
We had to play it on lottery.
That's a shake in my head too, because we could have just went together. You see?
Yeah. Jessica didn't invite nobody but my teeth.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy 1 year anniversary. How you feeling your cup this week?
I'm feeding homeless
Ooh, major.
People who are experiencing houselessness.
people who are experiencing houselessness
See how I articulated that?
at at the Rosa Parks Transit Center on Thanksgiving morning.
Okay.
And we are also feeding some senior citizens.
Amen.
And then I'm celebrating my birthday.
Turn up.
Thursday.
Happy birthday, L. Yeah. My SMH moment this week is a lot of things. But karma is real. So I'm gonna just say that. And the Bible, because I am a Bible believer. The Bible says, touch not mine on and do my prophet no harm. Amen. So every jail had the wrong hand up.
Y'all look the color purple. Y'all
You
doing it
intended for
Christmas.
me
Yeah.
is the one you're gonna ride in. Okay. And so whatever stones that have been thrown at me, they didn't hit me and they didn't hurt. And I'm still rising above. I am being intentional. I decided to go ahead to Atlanta this week. I'm going to TWAC's healing program in Atlanta. TWAC is the Trans Women of Color Healing Project. And they are also ARP grantees under the Sujima grant. So that's our sister
Congratulations to
agency.
them.
Yeah, shout out to Toy. So I'm gonna go and support them this weekend. I'm going to partner with some other domestic violence agencies that I haven't seen in a long time in person, and I'm gonna fill my cup that way. Estimation moment that this flight got changed to the butt crack of dawn, and I may have to pay extra money to check into my hotel early,
Whoa.
but I'm going. So that's it. That's it. I'm going to enjoy myself. Then I got a few hours once I get home to get our house zooped up, and we going to Montgomery. So
There you have it.
yeah, we will see y'all after Thanksgiving. There won't be a podcast Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. I mean, the week after. We'll see the week after Thanksgiving. So enjoy your family and friends. Friendsgivings are real.
They are thankful for you all that are watching and that support us.
Take this time, everybody, this next week to fill your cup. We know you're gonna fill your plate, but
That was clever.
that was clever.
She's gonna be a comedian and a singer, y'all.
And a DJ.
Oh God.
But take this time to fill your cup, refocus, recenter, enjoy your new year, Elle and Jessica. And there's nothing left to say. We will see you next week, and thanks for joining the Single Mommy Hustle. Bye. Oh, Serena.
We love you too, Serena.